Hello, I'm Bob the Booker and welcome back to my channel. I'm not long back from work, so that's why I've seemingly got a perm or something going on today. Not quite sure what it is. Anyway, I just wanted to do a super quick reaction. The International Booker Prize has just announced its winner. I was about to say selected, they probably selected it a couple of days ago. But they've announced it, and it was At Night All Blood Is Black by David Diop. And so in a nice, rare moment, I was sort of both right and was happy with the winner. And yeah, I'm really excited that this book won. So this book is a story of a Senegalese soldier. It involves a lot of kind of violence and a lot of the sort of backdrop of kind of everything going on, and this sort of blend of sort of some things that feel almost supernatural and some things that obviously feel very real and very gruesome because they're at war. Firstly, check out KD Books and his live stream if you haven't already. He reacted live to it all kind of coming out, which is wonderful because the whole ceremony is about 30 minutes, with the last like minute or two being the winner, which, you know, makes sense. They kind of want to keep you around. They're not going to be like, the winner is this, and then try and talk about whatever else. But all of that said, his live stream was great and really entertaining. And so check that out first. And I think it's really interesting with prizes like this to kind of see where they go, because sometimes there are more predictable winners, like Shuggie Bain last year, which felt like it was going to win almost to the point where it would have been more of a surprise if somebody else had sort of taken it, but almost kind of so kind of seemed like it would be the winner that, yeah, whatever. But the International Booker has been a little bit more a little bit less predictable, let's say, with the sense that The Discomfort of Evening last year won, and it wasn't that many people's favourite from the list, it's fair to say. And also, this year, the fact that, for example, Minor Detail by Adania Shibli didn't make the shortlist, but did make the long list. But, something like War of the Poor, that is about 60 pages, didn't made the shortlist. So, yeah. It's all very up in the air. But anyway, that said, something a little bit more predictable one in that respect. But this almost feels like more of a surprise because the shortlist was so experimental, right? You had The War of the Poor, which is sort of 60 pages, feels more like a kind of essay or a treatise or a kind of Wikipedia page sort of entry than it does a novel. You've got a collection of short stories with Mariana Enriquez's The Dangers of Smoking in Bed. You've got a 500-page personal essay from Maria Stepanova with In Memory of Memory. You've got Benjamin Labatou's When We Cease to Understand the World, which feels almost like fragmented short stories, but non-fiction, and kind of only really sort of feels like fiction in the last sort of 20 pages. And then you've got that alongside one that I've definitely forgotten. Who's left? Oh, The Employees by Olga Raven, which is sort of told in these statements and was part of an art exhibition. So a really like out there shortlist, as these things go. And it's interesting that out of all of these, and it's sort of, as I said in Kieran's KD Books in his live stream, it's weird that the most sort of novel shaped thing won. This is a novel that has chapters and tells mostly one narrative, and is fiction. That alone kind of makes it a weird kind of outlier in the rest of the shortlist. Maybe that's what helped it. Maybe it was helped by the fact that it sort of stood out against the kind of experimentation of the others. But it does seem really surprising to kind of really choose these out there books for a shortlist and then be like, and we're going to go for the slightly more kind of predictable one in some ways. But I think a really great winner, a book I really urge you to check out. It's very short, it's only about 150 pages or so, and even then, it goes by very quickly. And so yeah, a very interesting little book that I'd really urge you to check out. Well done, David Diop. Well done to his translator, who I think is Anna Moshvakis. Yeah, Anna Moshvakis. And there we go. That's another year of the International Booker Prize. I may now go and try and read the long list, which I've sort of carefully avoided doing because I've got a lot of other bits of reading for the non-international booker that I want to do. Anyway, that's the winner. I'm going to stop rambling because that's all it really was. That's all the words. It's been a long day. That's all there was to say. So on that note, take care and enjoy your reading. And yeah, let me know your thoughts around At Night All Blood is Black by David Yop. Bye.